Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if it's your first time here, hello, welcome. My name is Lauren. I hope you will, stick around and subscribe and such. So the idea for this video came to me a couple of days ago. I sat down to do my makeup and I was debating what I wanted to use because I do have more products than is necessary for literally any human to have. And I ultimately decided to use a brand new palette because I hadn't tried it before and I wanted to see what it was like. But I had considered using this guy right here, which is the Jouer Skinny Dip palette, which is absolutely stunning. It's such a beautiful, shimmery, gorgeous palette. And I was thinking, like, I haven't reached for this in so long. Like, I can't remember the last time I used this for a look. Probably because I keep using new things instead of going back to the stuff I already have. And it got me wondering, like, what other makeup products have been sitting around in my collection neglected lately? Like, what do I have that I know I love and that I know is beautiful, but I honestly have not reached for in months? And I thought that might make a really good video idea. So that is what we're gonna be chatting about today. My most loved yet most neglected makeup products. And I'm sure I'm not alone in this. I'm sure there are some of you guys out there who understand the struggle that are in a similar boat. So definitely let me know in the comments down below what products you love that you know you're guilty of not using, or if you're also a YouTuber like myself and you want to film a video and share the same topic, I would love to see it. Let me know if you decide to do that. And with all that being said, before I keep rambling on for like another 10 minutes, let's get into the products. So why don't we start out with this guy here, which is the Skinny Dip palette, since it is the inspiration for this video. Now, this is a beautiful, beautiful accent eyeshadow palette. It's not something that you would use all on its own. You basically use it to add some beautiful shimmer to the lids. It's really great for a glam or dramatic look, perfect for a party or an evening out or something like that. And honestly, that's probably why I haven't reached for this in so long. I tend to wear very simple eye makeup looks on a regular day-to-day basis. If I'm gonna film, I've been trying to be a little more creative because I do really enjoy color and I love glam and I love doing like a smoky eye like the one I'm wearing today. I don't do it every day, and I feel like a long time can pass before I would do a look that I feel like this kind of palette would be appropriate for. And a lot of times I have so many other glitters and things I'm trying out, I just never go back to this because I'm always using something new and different. But it's so pretty. I mean, this shade here, Magic Hour, is probably my favorite. Just like, look at this. It's so sparkly and metallic and reflective. Like, it's just such a gorgeous silvery taupe shade. Like, doesn't that make you just want to put it on your lid like right now? It's stunning. So every time I open this palette up, every time I look at it, I think to myself, like, I really want to wear this. The next time I do my makeup, I've got to use the Jouer Skinny Dip palette. And then do I? No. So maybe, hopefully, having put this intention out there to the universe, I will actually, reach for this sometime soon. The next thing I almost kind of feel guilty about because it's such an expensive product and it's lovely. I don't know what my problem is. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Trio. It used to be limited edition a long time ago, but now you can basically kind of get it always. And it's just a trio of their ambient lighting powders. You get dim light, incandescent light, and radiant light. And if you've never used an Hourglass ambient lighting powder before, they are the most silky, soft powders. Like, yes, they are baked, but they feel like silk. They're so finely milled and so soft, and they have this like very light radiance to them, but they're not shimmery. They just make your skin look glowy and naturally beautiful. And when I first got this, I used it like all the time. This middle shade here that I just swatched, I used to use that as like a really natural highlight on the high points of my face all the time because I thought it was just such a stunning, soft, natural color. Like, it's light reflective, but it's not metallic. It's not like a true bright highlight. This top shade here, I would use this one to kind of just like set all over my face because it's not translucent, but it kind of just blends into the skin nicely and makes your pores disappear. And it's a really, really beautiful product. And I never use it anymore, and I don't know why. I mean, okay, I do know why. It's because now I have so many contouring products, so many highlighting products. I'm constantly trying to use and pan different setting powders, and this just kind of gets buried at the back of my vanity and I never reach for it. So I definitely want to try to pull this out again because it's definitely one of the most beautiful powder formulas I've ever tried. I just think I've kind of gotten away from it because I've been using so many other new things. So there's a part of me wondering with this next one, if they even still make this product. I think that they do, but maybe they don't. If they don't, it is really a travesty because this is such a freaking stunning product. I am talking about the NYX Prismatic Eyeshadows. These are little singles, and you usually find them here in the packaging, but if you order them off of the NYX website, you can just get them in the naked pans and pop them into your Z palette, which is fantastic. But for a drugstore eyeshadow formula, this is so insanely incredible. They are some of the best, like really foiled, metallic, buttery, pigmented eyeshadows, and they retail for like $5–6 a piece, which you really can't beat. So I'll show you a couple of the shades. This one is called Fireball, which is a really beautiful reddish copper tone. But like, look at with one swatch how pigmented that is, and you get a really nice reflect on it too. Then I have this one called Jaded. Such a gorgeous green. Like, again, I just think these are so stunning. And then I have this one here called Girl Talk, which is more like a pearly pink. This one's really pretty as an inner corner highlight. You can also use it all over the lid. There is that. So these are so stunning, they're so affordable, and yet I don't know the last time I used one of these. I think it's because they've been sitting in a drawer in my filming room and I just haven't thought to reach for them. I've been using so many eyeshadow palettes that it's very rare that I actually reach for an eyeshadow single, and I've decluttered pretty much all the eyeshadow singles that I have, and I've kept a few, mainly these, because I know they are so good and I love being able to recommend them, especially if people are looking for a more affordable metallic eyeshadow and they don't want to, you know, go buy a single for $20 from Sephora. These are definitely just as good as anything high-end, and so I don't know, I feel bad that I haven't used them in a look in a really long time. I just have been reaching, as I said before, for so many palettes. So I would definitely think I should try to use one of these in a look, and that I'll do sometime in the near future because I miss them. They're so good. Honestly, the same thing goes for these Butter London Glazen eye glosses. I've recommended these so many times over the years on my channel because I think they don't get anywhere near the amount of hype they deserve. They are so stunning. This one I have here is called Unicorn. It's like this really cool iridescent kind of purple toned glittery goodness. Basically, these are like almost like a putty texture or like a jelly texture. They're really, really strange, but you just kind of pop them on top of your eyes, like on top of your eyeshadow, and they add this beautiful glittery sparkle. I mean, like, look at how stunning that is. It's so captivating. But again, just as kind of is the issue with the Skinny Dip palette, I don't tend to do looks where I would need a glitter topper very often, or what'll end up happening is I'll be like testing out an eyeshadow palette and I don't want to add anything extra to the look because I'm trying to test just the eyeshadow formula itself, and I'm afraid that if I put a topper or something else on it, it's not really going to show just the palette. So I try not to use anything else in my looks, and then I'm not getting any use out of my beautiful glitters here, which is such a shame because these are gorgeous, like 10 out of 10. I have the other shade here, Mermaid. This one has gotten a little bit dried up on me, but it still works. It's more of like a greenish, taupey, silvery goodness. Let me swatch this one next to it so you can see the difference. But isn't that also so beautiful? I feel like the Mermaid one would look really beautiful with the look that I'm wearing right now, actually, to be honest. So again, I definitely feel really bad that I don't use these more often. I think they're stunning. I think they deserve way more hype. Not a lot of people talk about Butter London's makeup, and I think they have some really great products. So let's move away from eye products for a second so we can talk about a foundation that is really great that I probably haven't used in like a year. That is the Wet n Wild Photofocus Foundation. Do you guys remember when this came out? People really either loved it or hated it. I honestly really liked it. I do have very oily skin, and I found this was a little more matte. I mean, it wasn't too drying, definitely full coverage, and for under $10, I thought it was a pretty great foundation. It is a bit of a darker color, so I didn't buy another shade to use in the winter, and honestly I think that's what happened was I just kind of like fell off the wagon when my skin got more pale, and then I haven't busted it back out again yet this summer because I've been using so many other things. So I definitely would love to give this another try because it's a really nice foundation from what I can remember, and I feel kind of bad that I've basically been ignoring it all this time. So this next one makes me feel extra guilty because it is expensive, it was gifted to me, and it's really nice. So this is the Michael Todd Beauty Sonicblend makeup brush. I got this well over a year ago, I think at this point, when I first received it from the brand. I filmed a video testing it out, trying it with a bunch of different kinds of makeup, and I thought it did a really nice job of really blending in your makeup. You use less product, and I do use this, or at least I was using it, relatively frequently, but I would say probably within the last 4 or 5 months, I don't think I reached for this. I think the battery, like the charge was out. I recharged it, and since I recharged it, I don't think I've actually used it, which I don't understand. It's a really nice brush, and I mean, it's an $80 brush. I feel like if you were gonna have one of these, or if you own one of these, the whole point is to use it. I think I've just been kind of like lazy and reaching for my regular old foundation brushes, so I definitely just need to bust this out again because I think it does a really nice job of blending in your makeup, and I miss it. So why? Why did I ever stop using you? So I feel bad about this next product because it's definitely really underrated, and I feel like I have an obligation to tell the people about how great it is, so I should probably be using it more often than I do. So what I'm talking about are the Instain Blushes from theBalm. I got these at Kohl's, who the heck knows how long ago, and honestly, they are some of my favorite blushes that I've ever used. They are so insanely long wearing. They're really beautiful. Nobody talks about them. I feel like there are so many other blushes that get so much more love and so much more hype, but these are really great. This shade I have here is called Argyle, which is a really pretty, slightly more cool toned pink, but it's a really pretty like spring and summer color. It just gives a really nice healthy flush to the cheeks. Then another one I really love is this one, which is Twill. This one is quite a bit more vibrant. It's like a really pretty sort of coral color, but I think it looks so super stunning on the cheeks. Obviously, I kind of did a little bit of a heavy swatch there. I think if you use a nice light fluffy brush, it doesn't go on too crazy and clown cheek like. But really the big thing about this formula is that it just blends in so nicely and that it doesn't fade. It stays really nice and vibrant on the cheeks. If you're someone that feels like your blush just disappears after an hour, you should try these because they are absolutely gorgeous. I think probably the most universally flattering shade is this one, which is called Houndstooth. I've recommended this to so many people because it's sort of a more mauve-y blush. I think it will work with basically any skin tone and any look. It's really natural and really flattering. So of all of these, this is the one I think to go with. But yeah, I haven't used these. They've been sitting in my drawer for like, I don't even know how long, for such a long time. And I know I've popped them out to like look at them and swatch them and whatnot, but I haven't put them on my face in forever. I need to put these in my everyday makeup drawer so I'll actually use them again because they are great and I want them to be like more in the forefront of my mind to be able to tell you guys about. Okay, and this last one probably makes me feel like the worst of all of these because I love this brand. I've been a long time lover of this brand, and a couple years ago I feel like I used these all the time, and then within the last year it's like I just never even think to reach for them. So I'm basically talking about everything that is Nudestix. I think Nudestix makes some amazing pencil type products. A lot of them you can use on your lips and on your cheeks. They have a bunch of different kinds of formulas, and honestly, they have so many new products that I haven't even tried. Like, I really haven't done a great job of keeping up with the brand and staying on top of their new launches. But the ones that I have here, like, I have a whole bunch of stuff from them, and I don't know the last time I used one of these. And I think, you know, the shades are beautiful. The formulas all have their different, like, pros and cons. Honestly, probably my favorite formula for the lips that they've come out with is the Gel Color Lip and Cheek Balm, which I don't think a lot of people talk about or even know exists. This one is really glossy and super moisturizing, but also really long wearing. This is the shade Haven, which is the most gorgeous nude. Like, if you love a good nude lip, you need this in your life. Haven is just so stunning, and I love that for a glossy lip product, they're not gone after 2 seconds. They like really hug the lips and like kind of have a, not a sticky feeling, but they really feel like they're on there, which is awesome. And then their magnetic matte lip colors are ridiculously long wearing. These dry down completely matte, and they are insanely budge proof. I'm gonna just put this one on and let it dry. This is the shade Burgundy, which I typically wear this in the fall. It's really more of one of those kind of berry, muted red tones that I think is better suited for the cooler months of the year. But I honestly cannot get enough of these. They do feel a little drying on the lips, but man, if you want something that's like kiss-proof, budge-proof, the magnetic matte lips are the way to go. And then, of course, like the first and foremost, the one that got me hooked on Nudestix altogether is their original lip and cheek pencil. This one in the shade Right is probably my favorite color because it is a really pretty peachy pink, and if y'all know me, you know the peachy pink is the way to my heart. So honestly, all of these formulas, I think they are really, really beautiful. I love them. I don't know what my problem is. Why have I not been using these? Probably it's that I have more lip products than I know what to do with, and I just find it honestly overwhelming trying to get through them all. I'm trying to rotate through my collection, trying to try new formulas, new shades, and it is so difficult to get back to something once I moved on to something else. So I think I need to like put a couple of these again on my vanity in my little lip product cup that I have to use them, because otherwise I think I'm just not going to think about it, and it's such a shame because these are so, so beautiful. All right, just so I can show you guys before we wrap things up, this is that magnetic matte pencil. Look, nothing. I'm like rubbing hard. It does not smudge. How ridiculous is that? So that is it for today's video. Thank you guys again so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you decide to do your own take on it, definitely let me know, because I would love to hear what products you've been neglecting that you know are good and you know deserve more attention than you're giving them. Also, if you guys like to see me do like a part 2 to this video, I definitely have more products I could talk about, and also I could even talk about skincare or hair or other, you know, areas of my beauty collection. So let me know in the comments what you guys would like to see next, if you want to see more on this topic. And of course, if you're not already subscribed to my channel and you don't want to miss out on any of my future uploads, make sure you click that button before you go. Click the notification bell if you want to be notified when my uploads actually go live, because I don't really have a consistent posting schedule time-wise. I try to upload on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so that is when you can expect to see my face pop up in your feed. Also, I'm pretty active over on Instagram. I also have Facebook and Twitter and all that good stuff. It's always linked for you guys in the description box of my videos, so check that out if you want to go follow me on my social media platforms. And with all that being said, it is time for me to go. I'm meeting friends for pizza and board games, which is pretty exciting. So I hope you guys all have an amazing weekend ahead, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.